down in the water, way down in the hole, coming back from the fire and I'll burn it down.
It's an unrealistic expectation. The best is never good enough because you can always push yourself a little bit more. Because your best, you don't know. You won't know until I push you. You won't know until you're 30 pounds lighter and I've got you running 26 miles out there. That's the difference. So your best isn't where you are right now. You gotta keep pushing. I'm supposed to be dead right now. In 2002, I was beaten and robbed by MS-13 gang members. All right, I was left for dead. Right? I caught a brick house at 45 miles an hour off a motorcycle. They hit me with a car. They beat me while I was down on the ground, robbed me, and left me for dead. And I was the only white boy in the wrong neighborhood. Nobody gonna help me. My left bicep was sliced open. Your body holds 6 pints, I lost 4. Put my hand over my arm, and I walked 2 blocks to a fire station with all those injuries. Short story, basically flatlined out 3 different times. Had to learn how to walk, talk, and breathe again. Lost 54 pounds in 2 weeks. I was part of one of the most elite special forces units in the world, 1st Reconnaissance Battalion in the Marine Corps. And they said, you'll never swim again, you'll never go in the dive chamber, you'll never jump out of planes again, you'll never do any of that. But no one's gonna do it for you. I really want you to understand, I speak to a lot of teens, and the one thing is they think somebody owes them something, especially this generation. No one owes you anything. If you fail because you don't want to do it, it's because it's on you. It's on you. But at the end of the day, you know what it is? They just never take action. It really is. But the difference is they'll never actually do it. So they'll come in, they'll take notes, they'll take all the information, they'll say, wow, I'm going to go do this. They'll get all excited. I'm going to build this business. I'm going to take off. I'm going to be a speaker. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to take over the world. 2 days later, they never do anything. I published 2 books in a year. I just did it. I don't care if I did it right or not. I don't care if you even like it. I just did it because I wanted to do it. And I figured it out. And now I can teach other people to do it. That might actually have something good to write about. If you want to be a speaker, you better act like a speaker. Because your story will change someone's life. And you better make sure you deliver it right. You better prepare right. You better get up there in front of people and act with confidence. Because at the end of the day, you're changing lives. The things that you say, the impact that you make, that person is dependent on finding that piece that's missing from you standing up on this stage. Especially as a speaker. So take the action and have the confidence. That's the key to it. And love what you do. You guys got any questions or anything?
What is the youngest you could publish a book? Because
you can publish a book at any age.
Yeah, because I'm actually working on a book of my own.
Good. Finish it.
I plan to.
There you go. Then self-publish. Just ask your phone. It'll tell you what to do. What else? I need at least 2 more questions.
Questions?
So I drove all the way out here.
What's the first step to finding your career that you...
Well, what do you love to do?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of things I like to do.
Write out a bunch of things that you like to do. Start looking at them and say, what is something that you would do if you didn't make money? What is something you would do if you failed at it a bunch of times? What is something you would do that if everybody made fun of you, you would still do it? Figure it out. Because that's the only way you can back into that number to help you with your goals, to do the things that you want. And then pick that out. And then when you get it, don't let go. After that, everything else is easy. I'm telling you right now. Right? Like, how many of you want to make money? Of course, right? Everybody wants to make money. I always love that one. Everybody raises their hand. Right? How much? And why?
As much as possible.
Okay, but why?
So I can free my family.
You don't know? Okay, so I'll tell you what. When I was in the military, I went through sniper school. And you know what's really cool about sniper school is that if I don't have a target, I can't hit it. Right? You don't even have a plan yet. You want to make a bunch of money, but you don't know how much. These are things that you need to figure out. Because if you want to make a bunch of money, you got to have a plan and a goal in place. I want to make $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, $20 million, $30 million, whatever that number is. $5, I don't care. But why else do we want to make money? So you want to feed your family, what else?
Charity.
Charity. Why do you want to give to charity?
That's a good answer.
I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of feel bad for most of them, like, 'cause, like, homeless people, like, don't have, like, a shelter and stuff, and, like, no food and stuff, and, like, just to help them out.
The one thing you have to learn about charity giving, which is extremely important, it's a great answer, but always remember it's better to give work than it is to give free. It's coming from someone who was homeless. I didn't want food. I didn't want shelter. I wanted a job. I wanted to be able to earn my way. And then I knew that if I was employed, I could give more by doing that. I like the money one, not because I want to make a bunch of money. I like it because I know that if you become a millionaire and you become a millionaire and you become a millionaire, that means you're going to employ 20 or 30 more people. And those 20 or 30 more people are going to be able to buy a home. And they're going to be able to raise a family, and those kids won't be homeless. And those parents won't be homeless. This goes for everybody too, for all of you guys. You know, if you want to do something, pick up a side hustle, make some extra income, you know, get out of the situation that you're in. It's really easy to do. Trust me. And it's never too late. You know, KFC founder started at 72. And he was committing suicide the day that he wrote the recipe for chicken. You know why you are where you are? A lot of you, a lot of teens I talk to, because your dads suck. As a father of a 4-year-old little girl, dads are dropping the ball big time right now. Right now, the full focus is the fact that, oh, I got to make money or I got to do this. They're extremely selfish. You don't need a house and you don't need money. You just need to quit being a little punk and stand up straight and be proud and show your child that they can be somebody. You don't need a house, you don't need money to do that. You walk out and get a job and you work hard, but you work smart. Not just be a knucklehead working to make 10 bucks an hour, make 10 bucks an hour. You get out there and show them what they're capable of. And then your children will never be what you consider as you. And when you're a father, when you're a dad, there are no excuses. You want to fix it, you don't need money to fix it. Now, money's great. It's right up there with oxygen. It's pretty important. Let's start with you. Get yourself fixed first. Get your stuff together. Be respectful whether you like it or not. Get through the program. Get out there and get to work. No one steps in between me and my daughter. I'll work 25 jobs. I'll give blood. I don't care. I'll do anything for my kid. I do what I do for her. That's it. Period. End of story. Yes, sir.
You can't really blame parents. It's the kid's fault too.
Well, I can blame whoever I want to.
Yeah.
Because that's my choice. What I'm saying is I'm speaking as a father.
My dad tried to do anything for us, but I didn't listen to him. He told me not to be like him, and I started trying to be like him, and I ended up on probation. I ended up getting on drugs, and I ended up coming here.
So what are you going to do to fix it?
I'm doing the best I can now to do it.
The best isn't good enough. See, that's the reason why the Marine Corps is #1 and never lost their battle. Because when we do something, we're the best at it. See, God built you exactly perfect, 100% in your own way. You're just not using it. Let me give you an example. If I had $5 million in cash in my hand, and I said, I'll tell you what, once you give me that pinky, I'll give you $5 million in cash for it. Would you do it?
No.
All right. What if I gave you $10 million?
No.
Okay. $50 million.
Oh.
You're going to think about it, right? A little bit, right? I mean, I would. For $50 million, I'd probably cut it off. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. You know? All right? So, if you value your pinky at close to $50 million, what is the rest of your body worth?
A lot.
A lot. So, how many of you have an iPhone? How about a nice pair of shoes? How about something really expensive? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How well did you take care of that? All right? Point being here is that if you're willing to invest that much in something that cheap, why do you not treat your body that well? Why do you not treat your mind that well? That's the difference. We'll spend $1,200 on an iPhone, but we won't spend $5 on buying a book to increase our knowledge. We'll spend $100 a month to change the oil in our car so that way we can keep our car going, but we'll eat junk food and we put it in our body. So the problem is 99% of people do not value themselves. That means you got a confidence problem or a self-esteem problem. It's not a negative thing. Get in line with like 99.9% of the people and like everywhere. You value yourself at 50 million in a pinky, and the rest of you is worth a whole lot more. Do something with it. Don't let it go to waste. What else? Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How did you get like this motivational mindset?
I stood right across the road from a homeless camp after I just got robbed in the ghetto. with only clothes I had on my back. And I stood there one day and said, I will never stand here again. And when I get to a point where I have the ability to be able to share this message, I'm going to go and inspire other people because they don't have to do this. But I got slapped in the face so many times with, hey, you've changed my life. Hey, I was going to kill myself today, but after listening to you, I didn't. Hey, I've been on drugs for 7 years and I stopped today because of your speech. Then I realized that God's got a different path for me. And no matter how much money I was making and doing what I was doing, I stopped that, lost all that money, and focused on this. So that's how I knew. I guess, I don't know, you can call it what you want, but somebody came down and said, hey brother, this is what you're going to have to do. And I just went with it. And now I travel around and I talk to so many people and I meet so many people. And man, to be honest with you, I go to sleep at night knowing that if I walked out of here today, if just somebody got one little thing and it changed their life, like I'm doing God's work. What else? Anything else? Thanks so much.
Bring the center here.